Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll see derive the equation of a line through a given point and parallel to a given vector, which comes in 3D geometry. See the question once again. Derive the equation of a line passing through a given point parallel to a given vector. So I go for a proof of this. This is a very important derivation. Very important for your annual exam. They asked this derivation in March 2015, June 2015, March 19, March 2019, March 2020, and it is in the model question paper. It is in model question paper 2024. Model question paper 2024. Very important example. They will ask it for 5 marks. See, I will take first 3D space. It is a 3D space. This is a x-axis. This one is a y-axis, and this is a z-axis. The point of intersection of all the axes is called origin. Its coordinates are 0, 0, 0. Its coordinates are 0, 0, 0 means the value of x 0, y 0 and z 0. You take a S1 point on a 3D space. On a 3D space, you take one point. Say it is A, and whose coordinates are x1, y1, z1. x1, y1, z1 are the coordinates of the point A. Now, take a line which is passing through this given point. See, L is the line which passing through the point A, that is given point A, and position of the point A with respect to origin. Position of the point A with respect to origin is represented by A vector. It is represented by A vector. After this, you take another one point on the line L, that is another point P on the line L, whose coordinates are x, y, z. Whose coordinates are x, y, z, and the position of this point P with respect to origin. Position of this point P with respect to origin. Position of the point P with respect to origin is represented by R vector. Represented by R vector. Represented by R vector. And now see, the L is the line passing through a given point, and it is parallel to the given vector, say B vector. This line L is passing through given point A parallel to given vector. You say it is a B vector whose direction ratios are ABC. The direction ratios of the B vector are ABC. Right? So this is a diagram according to the given question. Right? So I repeat once again. A is the point on 3D space. L is the line passing through the given point A, which is parallel to the given vector B. P is any point on the line L, and position of the point P with respect to origin is represented by R vector. Position of the point A with respect to origin is represented by A vector. Right? So therefore I'll write, yes, I'll write here one sentence. Let A of x1, y1, z1 be a given point, on 3D space, comma, the position of the point A, with respect to origin, is represented by OA vector. See, position of the point A with respect to origin is represented by OA vector. This is equal to A vector. And after this, P of x, y, z be any point on the line L. Then position of point P with respect to origin is represented by OP vector is equal to R vector. Right? Now I'll write AP vector. See, this AP vector is parallel to given vector B. This AP vector is parallel to given vector B. So I'll write one sentence. Therefore, AP vector is parallel to given vector B. So therefore I'll write AP vector is equal to lambda into B vector. AP vector is equal to lambda into B vector. Right? So why here AP vector is equal to lambda into B vector means this AP vector is parallel to B vector, where I'll write lambda is scalar or lambda is a real number. Lambda is scalar or lambda is real number, and for this you call equation number 1. Right? So now it is required to find the value of AP vector. So I'll write in a triangle OAP. Yes, see, this is a triangle OAP. In a triangle OAP, I'll write OA vector plus AP vector is equal to OP vector. See, in a triangle OAP, I'll write OA vector plus AP vector is equal to OP vector. How means? By using a triangle of vector addition. So I'll write here OA vector plus AP vector is equal to OP vector Yes, for your purpose, for your reference purpose, I'll give reason, because by using triangle law of vector addition, by using a triangle of vector addition, so therefore we are having the value of OA vector. The value of OA vector is A vector. You write A vector plus AP vector. We don't have the value of AP vector. It is required to find. You write AP vector as it is. AP vector you write as it is equal to OP vector. OP vector means it is R vector. Here we are having OP vector is R vector. So therefore I will write AP vector is equal to R vector, you write as it is. You take A vector in this side, it is a minus A vector. So therefore the value of AP vector is equal to what? R vector minus A vector. This value of AP vector you substitute in equation 1. Substitute in equation 1. You substitute in equation 1. So therefore I will write equation 1 becomes AP vector equal to what we are having, R vector minus A vector. You take this values in this equation 1. So therefore I will write AP vector is R vector minus A vector is equal to lambda into B vector. So therefore I will write R vector is equal to, we take minus A vector in this side, it becomes a plus A vector plus lambda into B vector. Yes, we call this is the equation number 2, and this is a equation applying in vector form. This is what equation applying passing through a given point parallel to given vector in the vector form, right? So I will write this is the equation of a line, passing through a given point, and parallel to given vector in vector form, it is in vector form. Next to go for Cartesian form. So next I will go Cartesian form. I go for Cartesian form. Yes, Cartesian form. See, I go for a Cartesian form. See the points of P, the coordinates of the point of P. The coordinates of the point P are x, y, z. So therefore, I will write OP vector is equal to R vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Next one, A vector is the position of the point A with respect to origin, and the coordinates of A are x1, y1, z1. So therefore I will write OA vector is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, right? And yes, B vector is equal to, so direction ratios of B vector are ABC. And you write AI cap plus bj cap plus ck cap. So these all values we substitute in equation number 2. All right. So therefore I'll write equation 2 becomes so therefore r vector, you have here the value of r vector. So r vector is what? xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap is equal to a vector. See, a vector is x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap plus you write lambda into b vector. So b vector is what? ai cap plus bj cap plus ck cap. Right? So now, yes, after this, see, after this, yes, xi cap you write as it is plus yj cap also as it is plus zk cap as it is. Now we take these all points this side, you take these all points this side you take, so it becomes minus x1 I cap minus y1 j cap minus z1 k cap is equal to you multiply these all by lambda, these all components by lambda. So you'll get lambda into ai cap plus lambda into bj cap plus lambda into ck cap. Right? So therefore see, xi cap minus x1 I cap, in this I cap is common, inside the bracket you will get x minus x1 I cap plus in yj cap minus y1 j cap is common, and inside the bracket you will get y minus y1 j cap plus in zk cap minus z1 k cap is common, you will get z minus z1 k cap is equal to lambda ai cap plus lambda bj cap plus lambda ck cap. Right? Yes, after writing this, equate the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap on both sides you get. So therefore I'll write one sentence here, equating the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap on both sides we get. Equate the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap on both sides you get. So therefore you get x minus x1 is equal to lambda a, equating the coefficients of I cap on both sides. So x minus x1 equal to lambda a. Next one, you will get y minus y1 is equal to lambda b, because I am equating the coefficients of j cap, and after this you will get z minus z1 is equal to lambda c, equating the coefficients of k cap. So therefore, yes, you find the lambda here, you find the value of lambda. So therefore you will get x minus x1 divided by a equal to lambda, comma y minus y1 divided by b equal to lambda, and z minus z1, it takes c in this side, z minus z1 divided by c equal to lambda. See, the value of x minus x1 divided by a equal to lambda, y minus y1 divided by b equal to lambda, and z minus z1 divided by c equal to lambda. So all are having equal to lambda. So therefore I will write the x minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to z minus z1 by c is equal to lambda. Lambda is any scalar here, right? So therefore finally I will write x minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 divided by b is equal to z minus z1 divided by c. This is a equation of a line in a Cartesian form. This is a equation of a line passing through given point A. Equation of this line L. This one, x minus x1 by a equal to y minus y1 divided by b is equal to z minus z1 divided by c is the equation of a line L passing through a given point whose coordinates are x1, y1, z1 and parallel to given vector, yes, b vector whose direction ratios are a, b, c, right? So this is the very important. You pause the video and take it, right? So please share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.